Sanichi with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Parents with young children have given Taiwan poor marks for child friendliness. A recent survey gave the country 47 out of 100 points in terms of ease of taking children out in public. Over half said this could be stressful and that attitudes towards children are unfriendly. One of the biggest problems they reported was blocked or uneven sidewalks, making it hard to get around with strollers. They also pointed to issues on public transport, from few spaces for strollers to erratic bus drivers. The findings come as Taiwan faces a new tipping point in its population decline, with a fifth of the country said to be 65 or older next year. For a deeper look into what the survey's results mean for Taiwan, John Van Trier spoke to Cho Jinghui of the Child Welfare League Foundation, the survey's creator.
This isn't the first time your organization has put out this kind of survey. How do the results this time compare with those in the past?
我们感觉还蛮意外的啦，因为这几年就是因为行人地狱的这个议题，所以大家其实很关心行人在用路上的一个安全。但是我们这一次的调查就是跟7年前相比，其实有育儿的家长对于使用那个推车在路上走，觉得还是一样的不方便。不太意外的一个发现就是，台湾因为这几年少子化的问题很严重，所以我们其实每个人身边就是有机会会照顾小孩，或者是接触到孩子的这个机会其实是变得很少。身边的小孩子在哭闹，会比较没有耐心跟不耐烦。
How big would you say is this difficulty in taking children out in public a factor in making people not want to have children?
一般人不太愿意再生养小孩，也是跟育儿的成本，它其实增加很多是有关的。那以及这整个社会，它到底对于这样子的一个家庭是不是很友善的对待？如果你今天推的是一个宠物推车，上面是很可爱的狗，然后它可能叫个2声的话，我觉得可能旁边的人还会说哦，它好可爱什么之类的。可是如果今天这整个社会的氛围是说你不会教，那你就不要带出门，那它就会影响到他说啊，那我真的还要再生吗？
The government has been trying in recent years to get people to have more children without too much success. Looking at the results of this survey, what are some concrete steps you think the government could take to boost the birth rate?
台湾政府的政策还是以撒钱为主这样子，但是我必须老实说，这整个社会的友善氛围，它其实不是你给家长钱就可以解决的，所以我觉得它可以透过一些戏剧或者是一些推广。让更多人去了解说，孩子他发展就是这样子，我们可以怎样去帮助他？我觉得这些社会大众的宣导教育是还蛮重要的啦。对，因为像我自己我自己有3个小孩，我就会觉得我常常就是会有一些白眼这样。但是我必须老实说，我出国的时候我就觉得，为什么都不会有白眼？我就想说，我的小孩变天使了吗？绝对不是。
That was Cho Jinghui of the Child Welfare League Foundation. Taiwan has become the world's second largest supplier of semiconductor manufacturing equipment, overtaking South Korea. New figures from industry group Semi show Taiwan's third quarter revenue from sales of semiconductor equipment was $4.69 billion. That's a year-on-year increase of 19%. China stayed in first place at $12.93 billion. Taiwan is the world's top producer of high-end semiconductors. But as the new numbers show, its share of the market for equipment is also growing. Transforming South America, that's what a new deep-water megaport in Peru has promised to do. But for the people who live nearby, that comes at a steep price. Harel Hughes reports from Peru.
This is what life is like now for the Arguedas family in Chancay, Peru. Just north of Lima, they've had to deal with daily intruders on their property for the last few years. All after a glimpse of the new addition to the neighborhood, a deep-water megaport, funded mostly by China, right at the Arguedas' doorstep.
Nosotros vivimos en la constante idea de que, no sé vamos a seguir acá, no vamos a seguir acá, qué va a suceder con nuestras viviendas, va a haber más contaminación, no sé, sonora, va a haber más peligro, no sabemos.
Looming over this small fishing community, the $3.6 billion project is now the largest shipping complex on the western coast of South America. And Peru's government is hopeful that the newly opened Megaport will transform trade between South America and Asia.
Con esta mega obra damos inicio a una transformación que consolidará al país como un centro logístico, tecnológico e industrial de clase mundial que nos proyectará de manera estratégica en la región Asia-Pacífico.
But there are mixed feelings among Chancai's 60,000 residents. Since the Megaport's construction, fishers have returned from sea with smaller catches. The waves that once brought local surfers no longer exist. And the beach is now dotted with warnings of pollution. All this is not just changing Chancay, it's affected people's income.
Económicamente yo, gracias a esta playa, he podido educar a mis hijos. Gracias a esta playa que me quemo los pies, porque lamentablemente mis padres no me pusieron a estudiar y me puse a trabajar y de acá sacamos para todo, para el agua, la luz, la comida, todo.
But some residents say they realize they can't hold back the tides of progress.
La verdad que son sentimientos encontrados, ¿no? Nosotros hemos crecido acá en esta tierra hermosa, esta playa tan hermosa. Bueno, era una playa de turistas, de pescadores, se comía pescado, una época dorada de langostino, de mucho pescado. Bueno, pero también ahora viene el desarrollo, ¿no? Una empresa privada viene con todo. Esperemos que las autoridades también se preocupen por el pueblo, ¿no?
Designed to accommodate some of the world's largest containers, the port was also meant to give jobs to the locals. But residents say that has yet to happen. This megaport has promised to reshape Peru's economy and even trade across South America. But the biggest change will be seen here, in this once sleepy fishing town, where residents and fishermen must now learn to adapt to their new role as a doorway to South America. Scott Huang, Reese Ayers, and Harel Hughes in Chancay, Peru for TaiwanPlus.
A park in Taitung on Taiwan's east coast has a rare visitor, a Siberian goose, making the most of a good stopover spot on its annual migration south. John Van Triest has the story.
Visitors to Haibin Park along the coast of Taitung City are in for a special treat. This tundra bean goose is an unusual visitor to this part of Taiwan. These geese migrate south each winter from their summer breeding grounds in northern Siberia. But if wildlife surveys are accurate, this is only the 12th time a tundra bean goose has visited this area since 2007. Locals have been intrigued by this duck-like creature. Though this goose appears scared of dogs, people may get as close as they like. The park has plenty for the goose to eat and makes for a nice rest stop before this visitor moves on further south. For local birdwatchers with an interest in lesser spotted species, its appearance is a special opportunity. Alex Chen and John Van Triest for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. You can visit the TaiwanPlus website or follow our social media for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we take you to rural Germany, where swimmers braved 2-degree temperatures to cap off their local pool's open season with one final dip. I'm Sandy Chi, take care and see you next time.
In the face of adversity, the power of truth.
A roadmap for a just and open world, charted by the freest country in Asia.
Taipei for TaiwanPlus.
TaiwanPlus News, a voice of freedom in Asia.